Kane says this. In the past, you liked omega-3 as a supplement. I liked fish oil as a supplement. Fish oil has a lot of omega-3. I'm no nutritionist. I get that from all these books in my office and people I like to listen to, like Phil Maffetone, Mark Halpern, and a bunch of other really smart people who help me on my nutritional side. Do you have any new opinions about it? Has that changed? And then you have a follow-up, which I'll answer too. The follow-up might be worth listening to also. Okay, so what supplements might I take? Now, one thing, I take my supplements at night because of some issues that I got when I was in the Middle East. I do take a pill. The nice thing about this pill, it's glucophage or metformin. The nice thing is it might be one of the best cancer fighters. This isn't my information. I'm just quoting people. It's also in the book Spring Chicken. It's about 3 to 4 cents a day for me. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, price-wise, I've been taking that every night for a long time to help support some of the issues I picked up from a problem I had in the Middle East. I am also, and just for pure honesty here, doing my best to be as candid as I can be. I am on blood pressure pill now. It's a very mild diuretic prescribed by my doctor. I have noticed in my, I donate blood 5 times a year, and my blood pressure has been fine for a long, long time. In the past year or two, it suddenly shot up a lot. Now, I'm not an idiot. My life has been really stressful in the last couple of years, okay? And, I've been more than candid about what's been going on in my life. And honestly, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Having said that, that level of personal stress probably rose my blood pressure up as much as anything else. I mean, I don't really eat a lot of salt, or I don't really do a lot of this or that. So, and I'm certainly not making excuses, but I just wanted to be candid about that. So I am on metformin, and I am on a very light, and it's not even a diuretic. It's a very focused one for blood pressure. For the record, I am going to the doctor this Wednesday, and there's a good chance I won't be on that other pill anymore. So those are my medicines. Now let's talk about my supplements. And by the way, I think I have to be candid about everything. Now, I kind of rise and fall on one supplement before we get started, and that's vitamin D3. The problem with vitamin D is that front thing, it's not a vitamin, it's a prohormone. Those great studies by the Germans back in the 50s kind of showed the need for it, especially if you live in the northern climates. How much of it's helpful, how much of it's not, it's still a mix. One thing I've noticed in the last 10, 15 years is we've gotten away now from never go in the sun, avoid the sun, the sun's terrible. What the dermatologists are now saying, never get a sunburn. But so my neighbor, Sharon across the street, gets on me because when I shovel snow, I always wear short sleeve shirts. But now I have 2 layers of gloves on, and I have boots on, everything else. And she one time joked that I just wanted to show off my arms, which I thought was, probably true. No, it is just a real easy way to get some extra vitamin D. In the summer, there's no issue with that. The sun, we are like, plants are amazing. Plants are miraculous how they can take sunlight and turn it into energy. I mean, that is just fun. That whole chlorophyll thing is just amazing. But we humans can do it with vitamin D. So I don't know what to tell you about vitamin D anymore. I decided to drop off it because I was probably getting enough from the sun. And if you know me, I had run out of my bottle, so I didn't buy any more. But let me tell you the 3 supplements I do take every day, and I've been taking them for a long time. You did mention fish oil. The brand I take is Biotest. I take Flame Out. Carlson's is excellent. There was one brand at Costco I used to take, but what I noticed is if you buy the cheap brands of fish oil, And you know pretty soon. Because when you go like that, if it starts smelling fishy, you didn't get a very good brand. It's kind of funny. This, you know, I might even have some Carlson's mixed in there because it does have a lemony flavor. But so when I just take 2 of these a day, and the scientific reason I take 2, yeah, maybe I should take more. I've been taking 2 a day for a while. It's recommended to take 4, but I eat salmon almost every day for breakfast. I do scrambled. Actually, this is an important point. I hope you don't mind me rambling here a little bit, Kane, but this is important here. So for breakfast, every day I have scrambled eggs. I have some lox, some salmon. I have kimchi. I make my own sauerkraut. I have some sauerkraut. Today we had mixed vegetables too. I also make an oatmeal with protein with seeds, chia, flax, and hemp. And I have a little bit of plain yogurt with that, and I just mix it. Not very much. So, and then sometimes I eat yellow daikon. It's a radish with it. I sometimes will throw in, I have ginger for, it's called sushi ginger, and I buy it by the jars, which is very inexpensive. So when you look at my plate in the morning, you see pink in the salmon, you see pink in the ginger, you see a bright yellow daikon, you see the bright yellow eggs. I try to buy good eggs. You see the yogurt, you see the oatmeal, the seeds, you see the kimchi, you see the sauerkraut, and you see sometimes just more mixed vegetables. So for me, I'm trying to get the bulk of my fish oil from fish. I'm trying to eat fish. So when I go out to dinner now, one of the things I was trying to do is either order a vegetarian meal or fish. So I'm trying to up my fish intake. So that's why I don't think I need as much as recommended here. Okay, so there's that. Now, before I go to bed, I take a supplement called Hibernate. There you go. It's called Hibernate, and I have an automatic buy, and it comes from a company called hibernationlabs.com. I don't know how this happened, but I got into a nice relationship with them. I get nothing from any of this. When I give advice, it's funny, I don't like being reimbursed for my advice because I'm old enough to believe that somehow changes my opinion on things, and that won't do. But I like Hibernate. So it's got the zinc, it's got the magnesium, those things that help you relax. Magnesium's amazing. It is an amazing supplement. You got to be very careful with it. You take too much, and you're gonna have massive diarrhea. But I find that zinc, magnesium, I do feel that relaxation people talk about. I take the pills, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good, yeah. And there's a hint of melatonin in it. I was never able to figure out melatonin. I remember when it first came out over the counter. I overdosed on it completely and bounced awake. But for me, this seems to help me sleep. And of course, I think sleep is the most important recovery tool. And there is one other thing I take, and it's from a company called Schiff. It's called Move Free. These guys are a major player in vitamins and minerals, but it's got glucosamine and all those joint happy things that make you happy, your joints happy. My son-in-law, Kyle, recommended this to me. I started taking it. I don't know how much I'm supposed to take, but I take, it says take 2, and I take 3 on that. So it's interesting. This says 4, I take 2. This says 2, and I take 3. And I think the reason I take a little bit extra is I've had a long career. I started lifting weights in 1965. I've had 2 surgeries here. This needs surgery. I broke 5 pieces off my elbow playing football. I got shoulder issues. I got, titanium hips. I've had knee surgery, umbilical cord surgery. I've had a lot of surgeries, a lot of joint injuries. And what I like about that is when I take it, this is gonna, what is it called? Move Free. This and doing Tim Anderson's original strength seems to help me move well And I still, every Thursday night I go out dancing and I love it. It seems to help me dance. It seems I walk every single day. I still Olympic lifting meets, and and I think, but listen to my key point here, Ken, and memorize it. Supplements. Supplement. I eat vegetables at every single meal. I eat fermented foods 2-3 times a day. I drink copious amounts of water. This is ginger tea, which is supposed to be good for your gut. Anything that's supposed to be good for your gut, I drink. So I drink a lot of green tea. I drink a lot of ginger tea. I drink a lot of water. I sleep. I take care of my sleep. I nap. I meditate every day as appropriate. I'm getting ready after this. I'll sauna. So I take a lot of things seriously. And then on top of all those things, the vegetables at every meal, lifting weights, going for walks, doing my mobility, getting my sleep, doing my meditation, and then I supplement. The mistake I think a lot of people make is they make supplements the base. And that is something I think you should know.